Hey guys, Chapter 2, Section 4 video here for you. That means 2.4 if you're following along in our book in class. The essential question in this video is how do I multiply or divide decimals? So obviously something you're going to need to do like real world situation. You need to be able to multiply and divide decimals. And we're going to get into, in this video, just how to use your calculator to do that. Because to be honest, if I'm in a store and I need to multiply some decimals, I'm probably going to reach for my phone and open up my calculator app. And I'm not saying I don't know how to do it the long way or with a paper and pencil, but it's kind of good to have both skills. So we're going to do 3.4 times 2.1. And when I go to multiply that, like I said, I'm going to use my calculator. But one of the things I do want to be able to do in my head is I want to be able to make a reasonable estimate. Because more likely than not, if I'm in a store and I need to multiply decimals, I might not even grab my phone and my calculator. I'm probably going to just make a quick judgment in my head of what is it almost going to be. So let's think about 3.4 and 2.1. Well, that's about 3 and about 2. And I know 3 times 2 is 6, so my estimate is I should get a number close to 6. Why is this helpful? Well, if I grab my calculator and I make a mistake, let's say I accidentally type in a wrong number and I get some big answer like 85 or 37 or something like that, I should know right away that that's not reasonable. That's not right. It needs to be close to 6. So let's do it. Grab a calculator right now if you got one handy. I hope you do. And multiply 3.4 times 2.1. I'm going to do the same thing. And you can check what you got on your calculator. I got 7.14. That's pretty close to 6. I'm going to say pretty reasonable, and I think that's the right solution. It's not far off from my estimate. So how about this? Let's throw some negatives in there. Let's do negative 13.2 times negative 4.9. Again, we're going to use our calculator, but before we do, we're going to make an estimate. So what is 13.2 and 4.9 very close to? Well, that's about 13 and about 5. 4.9 is going to round up to 5. But they're negatives. Remember our match.com rule? These are matching. They're both negatives. That's a good thing. So the answer is going to be a positive. Now 13 times 5 I can do in my head because I take the 13 and I break it up into 10 and 3. 5 times 10 is 50. 5 times 3 is 15. So I just put that 50 and that 15 together in my head. I add them up and that's 65. A positive 65. So there's my estimate. Now the actual answer on my calculator is going to be a little bit different than that. It better be positive though because of the match, and it better be close to 65. I got 64.68. That is really close. Oh, that must be right. Close to our estimate. Now make sure you're putting this in your own calculator too, just to double check your work and my work. All right, so your turn grabbing that calculator. I want you to both estimate and solve what is these 3 different problems. So I'm going to give you an A, B, C, and you're going to get your estimate, and then you're going to solve it with your calculator. So here they are. Go ahead and copy them down in your notebook. Hit the pause button on your device, and go ahead and try. All right, I hope you're unpausing the video. I hope you tried all 3 of these. We're looking for the answer, but we're also looking for your estimate. So I'm going to start with A first. Negative 19.7 and 4.2 are not a match. They're opposite signs, so I'm expecting a negative answer. I also know that 19.7 is almost 20, and 4.2 is close to 4. So we're going to do 20 times 4, 20, 40, 60, 80. So I'm expecting the answer of negative 80. There's my estimate. Now the actual answer, if you grab your calculator, is negative 82.74. So very close to negative 80. Looks good to me. Hopefully that's what you got also. All right, here's B. 6.7 times negative 8.5. Well, they're not a match, so I'm expecting a negative answer. They're both going to round up. 6.7 is close to 7. 8.5 is close to 9. So 7 times negative 9 is a negative 63. Okay, so the actual answer when we multiply is negative 56.95. So a little off from 63, but not too far. I still think that's a pretty reasonable answer. All right, let's check C. Negative 3.24 times negative 2.88. We got a match. They're both negative, so I'm thinking we're going to get a positive answer. My estimate is it's kind of like negative 3 times negative 3. 2.88's got to round up to 3. So that match makes it a positive 9. Now here's the actual answer in your calculator. It is 9.3312. So obviously very close to 9. So our solution looks good. All right, guys, let's try example 3 here now that we've done those. We're going to do some division. So negative 45.3 divided by 5.3. Same story. We're going to use our calculator, but we can probably do an estimate first. What am I going to estimate? Well, negative 45.3 is like negative 45, and 5.3 is like 5. They don't match. I'm expecting a negative answer, and when I divide 45 by 5, I get negative 9. So I'm expecting negative 9. Now, actual answer, let's put it in a calculator. Let's divide 45.3 by 5.3, and we get 8.547169. It just kind of kept going on my screen. But very close to negative 9. Oh, I'm missing my negative sign. I better get that in there. Negative 8.547169. All right, so example number 4. 12.2 over negative 2.8, a fraction. Well, fractions actually just mean to divide, remember that? So we are dividing 12.2 by negative 2.8. And like I said, on all these problems, I want to estimate first. So 12.2 is like 12, and negative 2.8 is close to negative 3. Now I know 12 divided by 3 is 4, but they don't match. One of them's positive, one of them's negative. So I'm thinking we're going to get negative 4 as our answer. Now the actual answer, if we type it in a calculator, 12.2 divided by negative 2.8. You should type it in too. Make sure you're typing it in correctly. I got this like really long, never-ending decimal. Negative 4.35714 something, something, something. So yeah, close to negative 4. Looks very reasonable. Looks like we're in the right ballpark. Okay, your turn. You're going to try some again. Same thing. You're going to estimate, and then you're going to solve. I'm going to give you 3 questions in A, B, C. Go ahead and hit the pause button right now on your device and see if you can get the right answer. Good luck. Okay, let's check it. All 3 of these are division problems. The first one, my estimate is I'm going to round down to negative 60 and 5. They don't match, so I'm expecting a negative 12 answer because of that. And the solution is actually, let's see, there it is on a calculator, negative 11.3584, blah, 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 blah. So about negative 11.3, which is very close to negative 12, so that seems pretty reasonable. Hopefully you got the same thing. Okay, how about this fractional one? 24.3 over 5.9. Well, that's about 24 over 6. They're both positive, so they match up, and 24 divided by 6 is 4. Here's the actual answer on your calculator. It looks like this, another big messy decimal. So about 4.1, which is very close to 4, obviously. So good guess, good estimate, and there's our solution. All right, let's look at C. 2 negatives, we got a match, so I'm expecting a positive answer. Now 30 is what it's going to round to, and negative 3 is going to divide to 10, positive 10 because they match. So I'm expecting 10 as an answer. Now on the calculator, the actual solution looks like this. It's another 11.148 something something. Looks like almost a repeated decimal there, huh? So about 11.1, but just close to 10, and it's positive. So there's our solution. Okay, I hope you're doing okay with your calculator work and getting kind of a similar answer as me. Hopefully you're matching up. Just remember, it is okay to use your calculator with decimals. There is nothing wrong with that. But you should be able to estimate a little bit in your head so that if you're in the store, you can make a good decision on whether you're doing your math correctly. All right, thanks guys. Bye.